Iris Campbell hated Valentine's Day. Not in the joking, sarcastic way people post about online. She hated it quietly, deeply. Like you hate a scar that healed, but never disappeared. Every February 14th reminded her of who she used to be. 17 years old. Standing in a crowded high school hallway. Holding a pink envelope she never got to give. Waiting for a boy who never planned to choose her. She had grown up since then. Built a career. Built confidence. Built a version of herself that didn't need validation. But some memories don't fade. They wait. And that night, Valentine's week, they were waiting again. The parking garage under her office building was almost empty. Fluorescent lights buzzed overhead. Her mind replayed her big presentation from earlier that evening. She was distracted. Thinking. Overanalyzing. Rewinding conversations in her head. She slowly backed out of her parking space. And then, a faint sound. Metal against metal. Soft. Sharp. Final. Her heart dropped. No, 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 no. She stepped out of her car. And saw it. A sleek black Mercedes. Luxury. Polished. Expensive enough to make her stomach twist. There was a scratch. Small. But noticeable. The driver's door opened. And he stepped out. Tall. Easily 6'3". Broad shoulders. Black dress shirt fitted perfectly to his frame. Dark hair pushed back, revealing sharp Korean features carved like precision art. His presence wasn't loud. It was controlled. Still. Powerful. He didn't rush. Didn't curse. Didn't panic. He walked toward her car. Not his. Hers. Are you hurt? He asked calmly. She blinked. What? Are you hurt? His voice was low. Smooth. Measured. No. I'm fine. But your car. I'm so sorry. He glanced at the scratch. 2 seconds. It's nothing. It's not nothing. That's a Mercedes. It's a car. Then he stepped slightly closer. You're shaking. She realized she was. Just adrenaline. Give me your number. Her brain froze. For insurance, he added calmly. She gave it to him. He typed it in without hesitation. Young Yoo-jun, he said. Iris Campbell. He looked at her a second longer than necessary. Drive carefully, Iris Campbell. Then he left. And somehow, the scratch on the car wasn't what stayed with her. It was his eyes. That night her phone buzzed. Unknown number. Your parking skills are dangerous. Coffee tomorrow so I can supervise. She should have ignored it. She didn't. Coffee turned into dinner. Dinner turned into late-night drives through Houston's glowing skyline. Yoo-jun didn't talk just to fill silence. He observed. Asked thoughtful questions. What do you love? He asked one night. Books, she said softly. Quiet mornings. Being underestimated. He almost smiled. I understand that. He wasn't loud. Wasn't flashy. But something about him felt solid. Like he had already survived things she couldn't see. 3 weeks later, she stood inside his penthouse. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the city. Minimalist furniture. Quiet luxury. He cooked. Korean dishes rich with flavor. Where did you learn? She asked. My grandmother, he said. She told me if you feed someone you're choosing them. Something shifted in the air. She stepped closer. He looked down at her. Tell me to stop, he whispered. Don't you dare. The kiss wasn't rushed. Wasn't careless. It was intentional. Focused. Like he was memorizing her. Later, wrapped in city light and quiet breathing, she whispered. This isn't casual for me. His hand tightened slightly in her hair. Good. They didn't define it. They just chose each other. Again. And again. Until Valentine's weekend arrived. The cabin invitation came from her old college friend Meg. A cozy getaway. 4 couples. Mountains. Snow. It'll be fun, Meg insisted. But something felt off. Still, Iris agreed. The night before she left, Yoo-jun watched her pack. If you need me, he said quietly, cupping her face. Call. I promise. What she didn't know was that Yoo-jun lived in shadows. He ran an empire built on control and quiet power. And when someone mattered to him, he protected them. Background checks were routine. One last-minute addition to the cabin guest list. Nathan Reed. Her high school. Senior year. Valentine's Day. Public humiliation. Eugene read the file slowly. Meg had known. She'd invited him anyway. He didn't feel jealous. He felt protective. He cleared his weekend. The cabin smelled like pine. And tension. Nathan stood near the fireplace. Older. Still confident. Still charming. Iris Campbell, he said with a grin. Wow. You look amazing. She felt 17 again. Small. Meg smiled too brightly. Oh my God, I forgot to mention Nathan was coming. Forgot. Sure. Dinner was worse. Nathan laughed about old memories. Remember senior Valentine's Day? Her fork froze midair. He continued. You had the biggest crush on me. Meg leaned in. And didn't he ask someone else in front of you? Laughter. Her chest tightened. The old humiliation burned alive. Then, a knock at the door. Meg opened it. Silence followed. Iris walked to the entryway. Eugene stood there. Snow melting in his dark hair. I didn't want you spending the weekend alone. Relief hit her so hard she almost cried. He stepped inside calmly. But the energy shifted. Nathan straightened unconsciously. Eugene placed a gentle hand on her lower back. Not aggressive. Not dramatic. Just present. So what do you do? Nathan asked, trying to reassert control. Business. What kind? Import and export. Calm. Short. Enough. At dinner, Nathan pushed again. Senior Valentine's was wild, right? The table quieted. Eugene placed his glass down slowly. You enjoy hurting her, he said quietly. He looked at Meg. You invited him on purpose. His voice never rose. That's not friendship, he said. That's cruelty. The words landed heavy. Iris stood abruptly and stepped outside into the freezing night. She heard the door open behind her. Look at me, Eugene said softly. She did. You don't have to earn anything with me, he said. Not respect. Not love. I choose you. Tears fell. I love you, he said simply. No drama. No performance. Just truth. She kissed him with everything she had. Inside the cabin, Meg watched. And realized she had lost. The next morning, Iris confronted her. Why did you do it? Meg shrieked. You've always had it easy. Iris shook her head. I was kind to you. That's not the same thing. And she walked away. Nathan apologized too. Weak. Late. But she accepted it. Not for him. For herself. They left the